In this video, I want to give you guys as much absolute free game as possible about how I added $15,000 to my offer in a little over 4 weeks. So you can copy me step by step. I'm going to hold absolutely nothing back. I'm going to give everything away for absolutely free. And if you watch to the end of this video, you're going to understand and you're going to learn the fundamentals and the kind of secrets and the things that I do in my offer that aren't really common, that I think help separate me from the pack. Now, my name is Patrick Thomason. I'm in the most crowded space, agency and B2B business owners. Now I'm also helping coaches as well. I have some clients in the coaching space too, but I'm mainly agency / B2B. We help them go from $3,000 to $6,000 a month churn and burn. We install one recurring framework that allows them to go from that to $20,000 a month plus. And then we have our core offer, SMMA, which is 1-to-1. So just to give you guys some background, I'm not here to pitch you. I have nothing to sell you. I really just want to give you guys this valuable game, but I had to give you guys that background and that insight first. So to get straight into it, the first thing that really helped me really blast off my offer was, I'm not going to lie to you, it wasn't sending thousands of cold emails. It wasn't sending thousands of cold DMs. It wasn't any of that. I simply started running paid ads. Like, that's simply it. I started looking at what my competitors were doing a great job of, and then I did my best to replicate that. And that's what you really have to do. So what I really figured out was the best possible solution for me was running paid ads to a free training. This is the first section of the video. Now, paid ads to a free training are really good because you can qualify your prospects via, you can have a form in there before they fill out the application to actually just watch the free training, or you can literally just have a pop-up, which is what I do, that just collects their phone number, their email, and their name. Now, this really helps out because you're driving these cold eyeballs to the free training. Now, obviously, they're up top in the funnel, and they're not ready to buy. They're just now becoming aware of who you are, and they're slightly problem aware, if not solution aware. And this is very much mild stages. Nobody's down the funnel. Nobody's really ready to buy. People are just kind of, at this stage because they're curious, but they're not curious, but they can lose interest very quickly. So it's very important and it's very like urgent that we talk to them quickly. So what I like to do is as soon as they fill out the free training, I like to call them up within about 5 or 10 minutes and then ask for key takeaways. Now, here's the big difference between me and what a lot of guys are doing. What I figured out is that obviously when a lot of people, they have prospects who fill out the free training, they'll immediately go straight to booking a call. They call them and say, hey, look, so you filled the free training. What held you back from booking in the call? Why haven't you booked in the call yet? That's the most selfish follow-up you can possibly do. It's the same thing as like if somebody were to cold DM you, then they just immediately ask to hop on a call. It's like, look, man, I don't know who you are. I haven't even shown interest in you if it's a cold DM, and yet you're asking so much out of me. So why would I feel obligated to want to hop on a call with you when you haven't actually provided me any value? It's just a very selfish thing to do. And unfortunately, a lot of business owners think that's kind of the move in the marketplace. So instead of booking in a call or trying to pitch them or trying to sell them, what I do when I tell my setter to do is say, hey, look, call them up within 5 or 10 minutes and then ask them if they had any key takeaways from the free training. Now, this sometimes doesn't work. Guess what? Sometimes your prospects don't pick up the phone. Actually, a lot of the times, some of my prospects don't pick up the phone. Right now, to be completely transparent, I'm trying my best to fix on a lead quality issue. I'm getting the volume of leads, but now I'm really trying to double down 80-20 on lead quality. So get much better quality leads than I am right now. So it's not bad right now, but I can definitely improve on it. And that's something I'm willing to be transparent about. I'm not here to sugarcoat anything or tell you guys that I'm doing this shit at freaking 8 figures a month. So with that being said, that's the first thing I would do. Send them to a free training. It cannot get any more valuable than that. Now, you can have a button on the free training after they opt in to say, hey, look, if you want to schedule in a call and if you want to, have an implementation call, I would position it as a implementation call or a strategy session, something like that, to give them value. So what I like to position it as, as an implementation call. I say, hey, look, if you want to schedule a call, this is going to be a 15-minute implementation call. I'm just going to show you the framework and give you the framework that I use on Trello. It's a 30-day daily action step-by-step schedule that I will give you for absolutely free if you jump on the call with me. That way you get your prospects more, enticed to actually want to hop on a call. And then again, I'm leading with value. So it's not that important if they're booking on a call, cool. They're going straight to the newsletter. And that leads me into my second point. If I wanted to add, or I did do this, but if I wanted to add $15,000 more to my offer, I would literally just send them to the free training. I would crank the ad spend. And then obviously I would collect as many phone numbers and then email addresses as I possibly could. Now, I'd honestly like to tell you right now, very quickly, especially this is direct response marketing, I want you to play it like branding marketing, like kind of like both. So what I like to do as well is I like to collect their phone numbers and emails, but I really like to harp on the newsletter. It's why it's the first link down below. It's called the revenue. And we literally just pump out daily newsletters, value-packed oriented newsletters that help you scale your B2B, your agency business, because that's what I do. And I like to build trust with you guys. I like to show you guys my story, talk to you guys a little bit how I, read a bunch of books, worked at margin levels, was building out the business, and then now I'm actually full-time doing this. So with that being said, that's kind of how I like to position the revenue, which is my free newsletter. And the reason why I have it down linked below as the first link is because I want to be able to lead with more value. I obviously have a join CMR link in the second one down below, but the reason why I have the revenue firstly is because I think it's very important that we each build up our own newsletters, because that's what is really going to help kind of move the needle in our business. Now, I see a lot of people who don't really factor in the newsletter as much as I think they should. I still think it's very important. Like my open rate, I think is about 30 to 40%. That's pretty solid. And right now we have almost 400 guys in there. And so it's like, if my open rate is that, and then my click-through rate is obviously, I think it's like 3-4%, nothing crazy. But what we have to understand is that like people read the newsletters. And I didn't start the revenue till a few months ago. My buddy actually told me in the space, because he's in the space as well, and he goes, dude, like, do you have a newsletter? And I was just kind of like, no, I don't. Like, I don't have a newsletter. And he's like, why? And I'm like, I just don't really see the value in it. And he's like, yeah, because you haven't done it. Do a newsletter for like a week, and then have the last day a booking call link, and then you'll just get a bunch of booking calls. And so I didn't realize that it was actually a very powerful utilization sort of technique or thing that I could use in the business. I didn't realize that until a few months later, and I'm still learning every single day. But having a newsletter with a lot of subscribers, you will be surprised with the amount of people that actually watch your stuff. So if I wanted to add $15,000 more to my offer in the next 4 weeks, I'm not sure how much it would work now that I've just milked the cows, if that makes sense. I would definitely go hard on the newsletter. And I would tell you to post twice on the newsletter every single day. I would have a value packed post and then a value packed post. And then I would say 1 out of the 7 days of the week, you have where you pitch your offer. You say, hey, look, I'm having an exclusive deal, a special offer for those of you guys that book in calls today. If you're interested, book in a call down below, or reply to this email too, or something like that. So this is exactly what I would do. I'm giving you guys a step-by-step game. Like, this is nothing crazy. I have no edits on this channel. There's nothing crazy. I think we're about to hit 1,000 subscribers, which is crazy. I love it. You guys are amazing. But that's what I would do. Like, I would just do the stuff that I'm telling you. I would literally just put a bunch of money into paid ads with the free training. Say, hey, look, if you're an agency or B2B business owner, I got a free training. I want to show you exactly how I did XYZ to get XYZ, and that's it. And they fill out the form, and then you call them. You add them to the newsletter. Cool. Now they're into the pipeline, and they're going down the line. I'd explain this to one of my buddies, one of my friends. He runs a fitness coaching offer, and I was actually talking with him a few days ago, and he said that, yeah, like, we're not getting much traction. We're still trying to appointments at people, et cetera, et cetera. And I said, okay, look, what we have to do is, you did a really good job at making one reel do pretty well. Got over about 3,000 or 4,000 likes. And so, look, that's top of funnel content. Like, now the guys are inside your funnel. And now it's your job to make more educational content, showcasing your product or service in the best way possible. But not just your product or service, but the desire of your product or service. So when I make these YouTube videos, right, it helps nurture you guys, because I'm not talking about CMRR. I'm not pitching you guys on CMRR, or else you wouldn't be watching this video. Right now, I'm building trust. I'm building trust with you guys to show you guys that, hey, look, I've done this stuff. I'm doing this stuff, and I'm a reputable person to be learned from. So with that being said, if I can give you guys enough free value so you guys can go out there and make a bunch of money, guess what in return that makes CMRR look like? A hell of a lot better program. See, get my point? So I told him, I said, hey, look, dude, you have 3,000 leads in your pipeline. Look at it like that, just from that one reel. So why don't you go ahead and start talking to them? Like, start talking to them, start appointment sending them, if possible, or start giving them more value. So lead with value. And so he said, yeah, that's a good idea. And he went and did just that. So with that being said, what I really had to figure out with this entire offering thing is that, your offer is going to pull like 95% of the weight. I'm being so serious. Your offer is going to pull so much of the weight. Like, or else you'll have to tweak it so many different times and then iterate it. But in reality, if you have a good offer, it'll sell itself. Like we just onboarded Shreyas into CMRR, and he's a tutor from Australia. He just moved to Ireland, and he was telling me that, you know, he joins these Facebook groups to get clients. He's kind of a tutor, kind of a coach. And what he does is that he helps these people out. He wasn't really sure if I could help him out. We just had our onboarding call yesterday, and he said, look, like, I'm joining these Facebook groups, I'm talking to these people, but the offer is like really, really, really good. I just want to up my pricing. I said, that's totally fine. There's so much demand. Like SATs in the US are equivalent to whatever it is in Australia. It's like the standardized tests that 10 and 11 or 11 and 12th graders take at high school. I don't know what it's called overseas, but essentially he helps people get better scores on that. And there is a hell of a lot of demand. And I didn't even realize that. So when he told me that, I was like, interesting. And I said, okay, pull up Facebook where you're doing your lead sourcing and such. Like, show me what you're doing. So he showed me his group, and he showed me that there was a lot of people active, but then a lot of people who actually needed his stuff. And in fact, he was getting a lot of inbound leads. He just wasn't appointment setting them correctly. Then we had to fix this pricing structure. So what we had to do with him was not so much the offer. We tweaked his offer a little bit, but we tweaked the way he does appointment setting. So now we lead with more value, and then we get them more emotionally involved. And then I also kind of helped him on the pricing structure side of things. And we just started. We're within 24 hours of working together. We just signed him, and he's already killing it. Like, we already just removed at least 5 limiting beliefs that he had. And now we helped him implement at least 2 or 3 different new activities that he can actually utilize in his business to get him to the next level. And this is all stuff that I've done in my own business that I'm helping him on. So obviously I can't speak on stuff that I haven't done because that's his product. So with that being said, a little bit of a tangent. I apologize for that. But I'm telling you guys these stories to show you guys that this is all encompassing. Like, this can work in any offer, any space, any niche. He's a tutor, for crying out loud. So now you have to get really, 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 really clear on what metrics do you have to hit to get to your desired outcome. Now look, if you're running paid ads at $50 a day, right, to a landing page, okay, let's just hope your landing page gets 50 page views a day. So it's what, roughly $1 a page view. Okay, cool. And then from there you have what, 10% opt-in rate, which isn't bad. You want to aim for 12 to 20, 10% opt-in rate. So you get 5 opt-ins a day. Let me show you guys this, because this might be kind of confusing. 50 page views every single day to your landing page, okay? At a 10% opt-in rate, that's just 5 opt-ins a day. Very simple math. I'm not good at math either, but I actually understand this. So 5 opt-ins a day. Okay, you call the 5 leads up within 5 or 10 minutes, right? And let's say you only are able to actually talk to 2 of them, right? Or 2 or 3 of them. So roughly 2 to 3 pick up and 2 to 3 actually talk to you. And with that being said, you'd be surprised. Some of them actually want to hop in on calls. Now, they might not explicitly tell you this, but your job is kind of the setter to say, hey, look, just notice you took with the free training, you opted in for the free training. You know, what were kind of your key takeaways? And then I have a lot of people, I would say the majority of people actually say, yeah, XYZ was super interesting. I was like, okay, yeah, I mean, is that something you're currently struggling with? And they go, yeah, I'm currently struggling with sourcing these leads from these different platforms, and I'm trying to do cold email, I'm trying to do all this other stuff, but I've been wanting to utilize paid ads for a while. I've been kind of wanting to build out a good system that gets me leads. And I'm like, okay, so what you're saying is that you're having an issue getting predictable leads. And they go, yeah. And I go, okay, cool. And then from there, you just kind of appointment set them. A lot of guys are ready to be appointment set because they're already down the funnel of other gurus or other business owners. They're already down the funnel. Like, they're already problem aware, whether you point it out or not. But if you could be the last straw, that's perfect. Because guess what? If you don't capitalize on somebody's emotion, or you don't capitalize on somebody's need or want, what I figured out is that somebody else will. They opt in for my stuff, and then guess what? I don't do my job correctly. I don't appointment set them correctly. A dude in one day gets them. They opt in for somebody else's thing. Their setters are actually on it. They appointment set them and they close them. So never ever be passive with your prospects. You always want to be on the offense as far as giving out value goes. If you want to give out value. But if you think it's in your best judgment to start appointment setting them, then appointment set them. What I'm saying right here is if you talk to 2 or 3 of them every single day, you can literally consistently book 1 appointment a day. And this would help me out the most. So you take 30 appointments a month. I'm going to write it out for y'all so you guys can see this. So it's 30 appointments a month. Let's say you close what? 30% of them, that's what? 10? Let's say 8 to 10 closes. let's say your price is like $2,000. So yeah, that's like $16,000 to $20,000 right there. Now, let me ask you this question. A lot of you guys are scared to put money into paid ads, but what if I told you if you put $2,000 into paid ads this month, $2,000, whether it was on credit or not, and you knew this ad was going to work, and if I showed you exactly what the ad was, and it's proven that your landing page, I would build you out a landing page that would get a 10% opt-in rate with paid ads that were specifically scripted for your own niche, that would get you those 5 opt-ins a day. And then if you do your job well, you talk to 2 or 3 of them, their appointments at 1, you take 30 appointments in a month, you close 8 to 10 clients. If your sticker price is $1,000 or $2,000, you make anywhere from $12,000 to $20,000. If I told you to put $2,000 in the ads a month to get that desired result, would you do it? And the question is yes. But the only thing standing in your way from doing that is the unpredictability and the inconsistency of, is this actually going to work? Now here's the thing. My goal with CMRR is to get to $2,000 every single month. Now, I want to get there for 60 days straight, at least, very consistently, where I know every single day if I wake up, I have this many prospects in the pipeline, I have this many qualified appointments to talk to, and I'm making $2,000 every single day. Almost on autopilot. It's going to be that easy. So that's my goal, to get there. And I know for a fact I can get there. Like I said, if you literally want your paid ads personally scripted by me, who does this stuff, who added $15,000 in my offer in 4 weeks, you can copy me. You want paid ads literally scripted. If you want their exact paid ads scripted for you, you want your landing pages done for you that convert at 12 to 15%. You want this entire systemized pipeline built out for your exact offer, which is going to get you 50 page views a day, 10% opt-in rate, so 5 opt-ins a day. I will install an appointment setter for you as well. This is the recurring framework that I offer. And then we will get you to at least 2 to 3 qualified appointments every single day. So it's roughly 60 to 70 or 80 qualified appointments every single month. And from there, it's your job to close. With that being said, if you want that system done for you, just join CMRR. It's the second link down below. You can schedule on a call. You can kind of see what we're about, how we install this framework for agencies and B2B business owners, because it really is that simple. The framework looks so simple. We've heard it 1,001 different times before. You're not lacking information, you're lacking implementation. If you don't take the action to take your business to the next level or invest in yourself, don't even invest in me if you don't think it's the right fit. If you don't invest with somebody else, not even mind me, somebody else, you're not taking your business seriously. You're not showing your business that you want it to grow, and you're not proving to yourself that you can put money down to take it to the next level, because it's scary. You don't know exactly what lies in your head or ahead of you, and you're not yet sold. No one's here to sell you. I'm not here to sell you, but I'm here to tell you that if you follow this and you want me to take this off your hands and do it for you to make sure your success is guaranteed, then book on a call with me. It's going to be the second link down below. I'm offering implementation calls, like what I talked about earlier, where I'll literally show you this exact system for your exact offer, because I want to kind of help you out on that. With that being said, if you're not ready, totally cool. I want you to join the Revenue. It's our daily newsletter. It's for absolutely free. You're going to get updates and you're going to get information about how to scale your agency / B2B business for absolutely free. I'm going to be giving away more of this recurring framework. I'm going to be giving you guys more value, more game. If you saw any value or any actual help in this video, I want you guys to subscribe, because we post a video, I think, twice a day right now. With that being said, you guys, I'm gonna leave it off right there. It's exactly how I added $15,000 to my offer in 4 weeks, a little over 4 weeks. So you can basically copy me. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Hope this video helped, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.